I have but one more wise man who lived in a cave at the top of a mountain story, and that would bring our total to three. That would be three famous wise men who lived in a cave at the top of a mountain. And so the first one was Miyamoto Musashi, who was the famous swordsman turned philosopher from Japan. And then the second was Damo, otherwise known as Bodhidharma, who came from India to China to help start Chinese Buddhism as well as Shaolin Kung Fu. And that might lead one to suspect, do all wise men who live in caves at the top of mountains come from Asia? Not so. In fact, it's because of viewers like you who watch this show. In fact, my good friend, who is a longtime friend of mine, Steve, texted me the other day and let me know that, in fact, there was one wise man, very famous guy, who actually doesn't come from Asia, who was found in a cave in the side of a mountain eventually. And this would be a guy who was, in fact, a friend of Jesus. And he was banished to live on an island where, in fact, that's where they found him, in a cave at the top of a mountain. So, by the way, please take a moment to like and subscribe and click that notification bell next to the subscribe button so I can continue making videos just like this, just for you. These are my real life stories of the impossible John of Patmos. That's his name, John of Patmos, or otherwise known as John the Apostle, or John the Revelator. He was, in fact, one of Jesus's 12 disciples. Yeah, he was sitting at that table along with Judas and the rest of them, right? So now, for the alleged use of magic and astrology, he was banished from Rome to, I think it's one of the Greek Isles of Patmos, where he discovered a cave to live in the side of a mountain. And that's actually where he wrote the last book of the biblical canon, known as, come on guys, Revelations. Yeah, he was the guy, the author of Revelations. Yeah, in fact, Patmos is now quite a vacation destination for those who want to visit the cave of the apocalypse, which is where he is said to have written Revelations. And because every story like this always comes with something extraordinary to mention. I mean, I realize we're talking about biblical times here, and the world was filled with miracles back then, but it would not be real life stories of the impossible if I were not to mention the extraordinary. And in fact, it was actually the author Tertullian who wrote the book Prescription for Heretics, who mentioned that, in fact, John the Apostle was banished to Patmos after being plunged into boiling oil and suffering nothing from it. That's extraordinary. And in fact, that's why we call this show Real Life Stories of the Impossible. I'm Alain Nu. I am the man who knows. And in fact, I know that if you are interested in my full-time professional career, that is to say, the mentalism shows and the entertainments that I bring to live audiences and virtual audiences worldwide, please visit my website at themanwhoknows.tv. In fact, I understand you get a free gift, and the free gift is a gift that shares with you my manifestation ritual, which will bring to you potential riches and fortune by simply following those directions. So go to themanwhoknows.tv and subscribe to my newsletter. And until then, until tomorrow, in fact, more real life stories of the impossible. I look forward to seeing you then. Bye.